Asia and the Pacific has experienced stellar growth over the past decade. In the 1990s, the region's gross domestic product, or GDP, was $5.5 trillion and grew 9% annually. By the 2000s, it had reached $12.7 trillion and average growth was 8.2%. Rapid growth is expected to translate into better living standards for people in the region. However, a recent independent evaluation of ADB's support for inclusive growth found that this is not necessarily the case. Amid high growth, Asia and the Pacific remains home to about two-thirds of the world's poor. 1.6 billion people live on less than $2 a day, with 733 million struggling on less than $1.25 a day. In Bangladesh, more than 2/5 of the population remain in absolute poverty. At the same time, income inequality has risen to more than 20% in the last 20 years. All of these threaten sustained growth and could hinder further poverty reduction. For economic growth to be sustainable, it should not only be rapid, but also equitable, with its benefits being felt by all segments of society, particularly the poor. There is now a growing understanding that economic growth alone does not improve welfare. Productive employment and other income opportunities provide the main way out of poverty and a means to improve living standards. The private sector, which provides some 90% of jobs in developing countries, is at the core of any efforts to job creation. As such, it is vital that we explore the links between employment and inclusive growth, and what governments and international financial institutions can do to promote the creation of economic opportunities and quality jobs. Here are some important questions that need to be answered. What is inclusive growth and why does it matter? Is there a need to rethink economic growth models? What are the key components of inclusive growth strategies? What is the role of productive employment for inclusive growth? How should labor market policies be designed to support both growth and more inclusion? How can the private sector be tapped to help generate employment opportunities, particularly for the poor and vulnerable? Much still needs to be done to help lift the region's poor and provide them with opportunities to enjoy the fruits of economic development. Small steps, no matter how modest, will contribute to making the region's development trajectory more inclusive.